Hi, this is Greens by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do a prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder, we're going to do lives on Rumble starting on Saturday only. So make sure you save up all those political and naughty questions that you can't say on YouTube, and we'll put them to the Rumble show. The link is in the description down below, so make sure you check that out. So Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. Central on Rumble. Sunday, back to the YouTube, 10 o'clock. And Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you put it on your calendar so you don't miss out. And make sure you click that link down below to get on the Rumble channel so we can talk unhindered. Okay, let's get into the first thing for today. Somebody was asking the question, is Ethereum going to be changing their ways in which direction they are going to be going? And basically, I don't think they are. They are going to be changing, and they're going to be more intertwined with many of the other cryptocurrencies going forward. But I'm thinking that many of the changes that are going to be coming up are just for usability of the platform as we move forward into a new banking system going forward with cryptocurrencies and the worldwide, the world, as banking systems are starting to crumble and start to join the cryptocurrency world. Okay, let's throw some cards down just to see how Ethereum is going to be doing in the next little while, especially as we're approaching close to the happening with the Bitcoin. How is Ethereum going to fare during the next bull run? Well, that would be the question. I'm thinking that the health of Ethereum is going to be doing pretty good. They're going to be launching many of the protocols that they've been waiting on. I think I mentioned this in the past that usually, a lot of these big cryptocurrency companies will wait till a bull run starts to happen and then release all the new things. So you have this huge flow of interest and excitement and money coming into the system. And that's when you do all the releases at that period of time. And I'm thinking that Ethereum is going to be doing a lot of that after the next bull run, which is about April-ish or shortly thereafter. Of course, the money is not going to be as great as it once was or thought was going to be. So I'm thinking that it's going to be a little bit lower than what people had anticipated in that period of time during the April-ish. I think everybody's going to be focusing on the Bitcoin. Makes sense. And then usually shortly after that, everybody goes into they take their profit. And when all the altcoins start to go down a little bit, then they do that. And then it'll be this up and down with the different cryptocurrencies going between Bitcoin and the altcoins and going back and forth, kind of making some profit doing that, the back and forth. So I'm thinking the price is not going to be going as great as people had anticipated. It'll still go up, but not as much as people had anticipated in that period of time. The people that are part of the Ethereum army, are actually waiting on a whole bunch of things, and there's a lot of good things coming out of the Ethereum team. So just keep an eye out for that as we move into those times. Okay, let's get into the next thing. So somebody was asking, this is from last show, and we didn't have a chance to answer all the questions. Somebody was asking the question of myria or gala. Okay, hoping they watch this show, the person who asked this question. So which would you choose for the next little while? Okay, which will do the better in the next bull run? I guess would be the question that we're looking at. Okay, so Gala I do know of, but I don't know of the other one. So I don't think Gala is going to do as well as myria, whatever that is. I do see that it's going to be doing a little bit better than Gala moving forward. I think Gala is going to be having some situations that are going to be coming their way in that time period. And this is kind of surprising because Gala is the one that's known by more people, where myria is, I've never heard of it. Maybe you have. Let me know in the comments down below if you have. Um, I'm thinking that it's going to be doing a little bit better than Gala. The health is going to be pretty good. The money that's going to be coming to it is going to be pretty good. But something's going to be happening behind the scenes where they're going to be changing some of the people that are behind the scenes doing some things. But that's going to be very beneficial to myria moving forward. For the Gala coin, health isn't going to be as great in that time period moving forward. And they're going to be stuttering and sputtering a little bit in that period of time. The money is going to be pretty good, but they're going to be having a little bit of situation with the programming itself. Okay, moving forward. And it's just those growing pains. And I think a lot of the staff or the crew that's working on Gala is going to be going elsewhere in that time period, which happens a lot in a cryptocurrency world. If you know any of the programmers personally, it happens all the time. So if you're going to choose one for the next little while, I guess we would go to myria for the win. Okay. Are people talking, making you laugh?
No, you were making me laugh.
Oh, that's okay. Next one up, that from last show was drip token. Okay, throw some cards down for this one. I think I've done a ton of readings on drip token before. I think it's going to be okay. It's not going to be anything like Bitcoin or anything, but it's going to do its thing, and it's going to be doing okay. Making a lot of money in the next bull run. Some, not a huge amount. Okay. Depending on where you place everything. Health-wise, it's going to be pretty good overall. No huge problems that I see. It's going to get a lot of help from others entities moving forward. And the people that are involved in this one they're going to be holding fast. And like I said, I think in that time period, a lot of people are just going to be focusing on Bitcoin, and that's where all that money is going to be going for the next little while. It's probably going to be a little after that people are going to be putting money into the other cryptocurrencies, and we're going to have this up and down with the other Bitcoin and all the altcoins at that period of time, which usually happens. Okay, so there you go, drip token for the next little while. If you're just tuned in, know that on Saturday we're going to be on the Rumble. We're not going to be here on YouTube because we're going to be saying all those naughty things or talking about naughty things on Rumble, where you can actually talk about naughty things. So make sure you go to the description down below where we have the link that you can hit. Okay, I'll send a reminder video before the Saturday show, so to remind everybody that we're going to be doing our show there on Rumble. Okay, so make sure you join up, and we're going to have a lot of fun on Rumble being bad. Well, according to YouTube. Anyways, So we're going to be doing that a little bit of shift there. So make sure you get on that Rumble and ready for the Saturday show at 10 o'clock in the morning Central. Okay, let's move into the chat.
Here's the first one for you.
Brad Hall asks, hi, Andre and Yvonne. Is Trudeau done or does he get another free pass? Well, sorry, Brad. That looks like a Saturday morning show on our Rumble. I hate this. And I've been getting a little bit of emails and stuff from YouTube, so unfortunately, we'll answer that on Saturday. Okay. Sorry. Be free. Hi, Andre. You were right again that Ashi Finance would have competition. 2 teams plan to fork the code, which will be the better investment over the next 2 years. Which will be okay. The Grudge fork or the Merlin fork? Boy, oh boy. Get Bitcoin. It's going to do some incredible things in the next little while. And I posted a video on the Discord why I think that. It's a pretty good video from a guy I watch every morning while I'm having my morning cereal before going to work. And he explains, it's in the general. I posted that. It could be a pendulum question. Let's try that. Next 2 years, which would be the better? And there would be the main chain. So the first question will be, will these 2 forks of Oshi Finance do better? There's the first question we're going to have to ask. And that's a flat no. Okay. So it looks to be that the main chain, they're splitting off into 2 separate ones, and the main one's still going. The main one is going to be the better of the 3, I guess. So if we're going to be choosing between the Grudge fork and the Merlin fork, that would be more of a card question. So which of those 2, if you should happen to want to invest, remember, always remember, when there's a fork, like they're probably going to be doing, that you will have whatever you have in Oshi Finance token will also appear on the other 2 because it's a fork. So if you have something in there already, okay, when it splits, you're going to have those equal coins on both new forks. Okay, and something I'm getting already is that one of these forks is not going to be surviving this situation, kind of disappearing, that situation where no miners or any other entity will support the new fork. And I'm thinking it's going to be the Merlin fork that's not going to be supported at all from other entities. Okay? Because it has to be supported by, if it's a proof of work type of thing, then it has to be supported by miners, or if it's a proof of stake system, it still has to be supported by people who mine other means. Okay, I'm just picking up that the Merlin fork may not survive the transition for long. This is what happened to a fork from Ethereum that was trying to happen and didn't happen because there was no support for it. Okay, and that's basically what I'm picking up for the Merlin fork. I think the grudge fork will kind of click along for the next little while, and I think it'll do okay overall. So just remember, you're gonna, if you have Oshi Finance already tokens, you're gonna have those tokens into the other two. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Grudge for the win, I guess. When do I see the next bull run coming? After April. April-ish. Answer this question a couple times. After April. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Dilly, it's been a while. Hi all, card reading please. Will HBAR crypto reach $4 to $5 US in the next 1 to 2 years? That sounds, well, he's asking for cards. That could have been done with the not the Ouija board, the pendulum board. That'll be maybe in the Halloween show. We'll do a Ouija board. That'd be kind of fun. That would just be me on that show. It's hard to do with one. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah, my mom got rid of ours from when I was a kid. HBAR does look like it's going to be getting $4 to $5 in the next 1 to 2 years, probably after this whole fluctuation with the Bitcoin happening, which is happening in April. And that's probably the indicator. It's usually a couple months after that happening that everything starts to pop. Traditionally, and that's what I'm picking up, that it's going to be going. It's going to be doing pretty good in that period of time. Everybody's going to be having that peace of mind that it's going to be pulling forward and doing very, very well. The question to your 5 to 10 year outlook, I think it's going to be doing okay. It's something that people are actually using and people are actually invested in. It's going to be doing pretty good. The people behind the whole scenario are pretty good, and I think they're going to be getting some newer people that are going to be bringing HBAR into the new century. Okay. Money wise, I think they're going to be going up quite a bit in the next little while. So hang on to your hats, and if you have some HBAR, keep hanging on to it. Okay. So hopefully that answers your question. Hi, Andre. A reading for XNM Xenum. Maybe. You have to remember, many of these coins aren't going to do all that well overall. You're going to have this nice, I don't know why, it's just started coming out of my mouth when I saw the name. It's probably going to go up when it first comes out, then usually happens every time. Just from experience. Okay? Watch what the banks and the big buyers are buying. They're buying Bitcoin. They're buying Ethereum. And some are buying XRP. As that one video I showed, saved or shared today on Discord. But yeah, let's throw some cards down. I think they got something. It's going to be one of those in-between things. It's going to be doing okay overall. Okay, it's going to be having a little short lifespan. I don't think it's a long-term hold. It's going to be a short-term gainer. Okay, and when I say short, it could be a couple of years. Some of these coins, they last for a couple of years, and when the hype goes away, then everything disappears. money-wise, I think they're going to be doing okay for the short period of time, and I think that the people behind it are okay. They don't have any thoughts of pulling out, but things change over time. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Interesting question. Do you pick up which element of nature has more affinity with me? Fire, water, wind, or earth? I've heard it was common to know that in Atlantis times. Could be. It's where we get all the horse. That's actually an offshoot of, or this could be an offshoot of when you're getting your tarot or your horoscope reading, and you could be a fire sign or a water sign. That's kind of an offshoot of this idea where you have an affinity to certain elements. Affinity. First thing I picked up was fire. Maybe some wind with you. That's the first thing that came to me. How do you feel? Are you fiery or windy? I don't feel any earth from you or water. I think it's fire and wind. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Daisy chains. 3 cards, please, on the person who has drove into front wall. When do you see them getting it fixed? You had somebody drive into your front wall. Oh. Not anytime soon. They're going to be, for some reason, there's going to be a situation where they're not going to be taking responsibility, and they're going to be allowed to. For whatever reason, they're either a high muckety muck or something like that, or know somebody, and they're not going to be taking responsibility. So the problem will become your problem. That's what I'm picking up. I think you're going to be slipped some dollars or pounds in your case to the side. Here you go. Don't mention it. Go fix it. Type of deal for you. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Little superfarm reached $3 USD in 24. Now I'm done readings on superfarm already. It's okay. I don't think it's going to be getting to that $3 at that period of time for whatever reason. I'm picking up that it's the attention's not going to be there, but it will go up over time, but not in 24. It's at least not to that level. I think it's going to be trudging along because everybody's attention is going to be on other things at that period of time. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Daisy Gents, when did your granddad start talking to you from the other side? Did you have to wait a while for this to happen? Well, for me, it was like a month or 2 after. And it could be that I just noticed him at that period of time. He could have been around me at that period before. I'd say about a month or 2 after that he started to come in clear. You have to remember, when they go to the other side, they got things to do and things to see and books to read and meeting up with old friends and new friends and all that sort of thing. So they got a full social life up there and a lot of things to do. So it doesn't mean that they don't want to talk to you. It's just they're busy. You're actually, when you go to the other side, you're probably busier than you are here. Yeah, it's about a month or two after, and there's the ascension process, which takes a couple days as well. I think that's in Hinduism that they talk about that mainly. Okay, so hopefully, whoever you're waiting for will start talking to you very soon. Thank you for that. 3 cards on will there be bad frequencies getting sent to smartphones on the 4th of October? It doesn't. There's going to be something that's going to be probably that alert thing that they have here in Winnipeg. Yeah, it's nonsense. That sort of thing going on, but I don't see them doing anything else with your cell phone. I think it's going to be pretty good. We can always turn them off or forget them at home on that day. But I don't see any ill situation going on with cell phones on the 4th of October. Actually, I see quite the opposite. A lot of the things that you hear, and it's mostly just fear mongering. Okay, it's just that. Okay. Oh, they're gonna do this, and they're gonna no. Don't give in to the fear. And remember what I said a couple of shows ago. We can change this situation around for ourselves by surrounding it with white light. Okay, something bothering you, you hear something that's bad, you can surround it with white light and you can start to change it. And it's fun to watch. And it's if you're really aware of the thing, it's very interesting to watch it change. Okay, so that'll be your new homework. You see something negative on the TV, you're surrounded with white light. You'll start to see the scenario change. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Batman, will October equal Elon making his X payments with Doge, etc.? Good possibility. He's probably got all the paperwork in. I do see some loose ends that are going to be hindering him for a little bit on that. So it wouldn't be at full capacity. I think it's going to be partial. And he might only be doing it in certain places like United States or something. Will be us Canadians be left out in the cold again. But yeah, it's going to be happening, but it's going to be in a limited fashion. So Dogecoin would be a good thing to have a little bit extra of in your treasure wallet. Not financial advice, of course, but just saying. Might be something to hang on to for a little bit longer. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Chan B. Hi, Andre and Yvonne. Would illuvium or
Illuvium?
Illuvium?
Illuvium.
Great. Give the guy with speech impediment difficult words. Illuvium or veracity? Which would be the better choice?
Veracity.
Veracity. Thank you. I do know how to read. Will they both survive for the next few years? I'm hoping you have a little bit of a giggle. So we're looking for which is the better of the two. Buy Bitcoin. Just saying. If I was to choose between one or the other, and I think the cards are saying that. Illuvium would be the better of the two. But not by much. Will they both survive in the next couple of years? I don't think they're going to be surviving much longer than a couple of years. Short-term hold, not long-term hold. I'd rather throw good money into cryptos that will stand the test of time. Okay? Be careful with all these new cryptocurrencies coming out. Pay attention to what the uber rich are putting their money into. That's usually an indicator of the ones that are going to be around for a long time. These unknown things, they can have a short shelf life. Can make you some money if you get it at the right moment in time. But as many of my Bitcoin millionaires will tell you, might as well just gotten Bitcoin in the first place. Just saying. Hopefully that answers your question. We have been told that all the landline phones in the UK will be gone by 2025 because of the copper wire and network is outdated. Is that the real reason they're phasing them out? Sometimes people just say things that get you on edge. It doesn't mean they're going to be getting rid of landlines. They may be updating it. Okay. But I think landlines are going to be a continuous thing. Like they did here in Canada. They updated all the cable lines here in Canada a long time ago. And they might go to fiber optics and something like that. I don't think I'm not picking up that they're going to be doing that. They're going to have something. Okay. Because not everybody's going to have a cell phone. You go to the hospital or the shop and they're going to have an actual phone. Okay. They're probably going to be changing out the lines to something like fiber optic. Okay.
Okay.
They're probably changing them over. Rumble. I guess that's it for the show.
Yes.
Make sure you join us on Rumble. The link is in the description down below. Make sure you join us for Saturday at 10 in the morning Central. We're going to have a good time. Save all your naughty questions for the Saturday show. I'm tired of getting pinged by YouTube all the time. So that's where we're going to put all those questions on the Saturday show. And if there's a lot of those questions, we might grow to Saturday, Sunday, or something like that. We'll see how it goes. But until then, we'll just do the Saturday morning. If you like if you like to join our wacky bunch, you might as well go to while you're getting that Rumble link, it's right beneath the Discord channel button. And if you haven't been part of our Discord bunch, you can get in there. It is totally free and a lot of things going on there. And it's a fairly active community. So make sure you get in there as you're going to the Rumble button down below that. Okay. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to secretreadingsbyandrew.com where all that information is there. If you would like a personal healing with my wonderful wife, the Reiki Master, That information is on there as well. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, make sure you head down to our affiliates page where we have the affiliate link to Trezor. And if you should happen to purchase a Trezor from that link, know that we make a little bit of money from that. Okay? With that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you on Rumble. Bye-bye.